If you're grieving the loss of a toxic partner, somebody who treated you horribly, and you were giving your all, and then they just cast you aside and discarded you and got rid of you like you were nothing, and you're desperately waiting for them to come back to you, or you're considering reaching out to them and rekindling and reestablishing the connection, and you think that it's something that can be repaired and the past is the past and we can do it again, I genuinely want you to ask yourself this question right now. Why do you want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you? This question single-handedly transformed my life. Fortunately, I had the guidance of people in my life that when I was in the midst of essentially what I just described, grieving the loss of a shitty relationship, I had people that pointed it out to me. Why do you want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you? And when it was put into perspective for me, I began to see that it was kind of a form of insanity. If not insanity, most definitely a trauma response. Something stemming from early childhood conditioning, where when somebody pulls away, when somebody casts you aside, you go after it. Because for some reason, somebody not wanting you puts them on a pedestal. We pedestalize that which we think we can't have. A lot of people think they want a relationship, but what they really want is the chase. Because in the chase, they're going after this shiny object. And then when the shiny object, you know, the game of the chase is essentially the process of developing feelings mutually. That's the chase. But then when the shiny object likes you back and says, well, what do you want to do about it? We run away. Because we don't want commitment. We don't want a relationship. We want the high that comes with the chase. And this is the very same thing that we do when it comes to somebody who literally gets rid of us like we're a piece of useless trash. And through them doing that, we go after them even harder. A lot of us get addicted to the roller coaster of conflict and resolution. You ever heard the term trauma bonding? That's exactly what it is. It's a constant process of conflict and resolution. And conflict and resolution. Because, I mean, you think about it, we're naturally oriented towards problem solving. We're constantly looking for the best alternative. We're looking for the solution. But in the context of a relationship, when we don't have healthy boundaries, when we don't have an established sense of self-worth and self-respect and confidence, and also if we're just naive to what a relationship should look like, and we don't have a history of healthy relationships, we can very quickly find ourselves in a cycle, in a pattern of getting in relationships with people where instead of it being a loving, relaxed environment, what we experience is this constant conflict and then resolving the conflict. And then there's another conflict and then you resolve that conflict. And through every resolution there's a pseudo high of feeling closer. But you're not closer. You're bonding through the feeling of resolving the problem. But see, when we're addicted to that cycle, what we do is we create problems. We create problems so that we can then solve them. There's a quote that says, "We cover our own eyes and then weep that it's dark." And this is what we do not only in relationships, but in life as a whole. We create problems when we're addicted to that cycle of fixing and resolving and the push-pull dynamic, the cat and mouse dynamic, we will create problems to see if they're willing to play the game with us. If they're willing to play the game with us, it's a vibrational match for that toxic dynamic. If they're not willing to play the game with us, they're going to start to wonder, why are you always finding something wrong? Why are you always creating arguments? Why are you always accusing me of things I'm not doing? Why are you always frustrated with what I want to do? They're not going to play the game. They're not going to play the game of conflict and resolution. They're not going to play the game of let's create problems and then fix them to get a pseudo high and feel closer. That's not bonding. That's not love. That's drama. That's an activated nervous system. And see, it's wild how many of us chase after that which is not good for us. We abandon ourselves. We say, I'll disregard how I feel if I get the emotional and physical payoff of this person choosing me. Because I can't possibly derive a sense of value out of saying no to them because I don't like how they're treating me. I can't find my worth in that. What I need to do is I need to get this person to love me the way I want. I need to keep working and fighting and striving and chasing to get this person to be what I want them to be. And if they keep pulling away, that doesn't mean they're not a good match. That means I'm not good enough. So, what that creates is when they pull away, we double down on the chase. Playing games like the silent treatment, or getting blocked on all the social media every time there's a argument, or the breaking up and then coming back together, and then breaking up and then coming back together, that's not love. We're getting addicted to conflict. When you really start to look in and ask yourself, why do I want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me? There'll come a moment when it clicks. And you'll realize that the most unattractive thing somebody can do in the context of you and them being in a relationship is for them to not want you. It might sound obvious, but a lot of us don't act like that. A lot of us are attracted to the people that don't want us. And then when somebody wants us, it scares us. And we run away. We go and look for somebody that doesn't want us so that we can play the game of winning them over. Maybe it's stemming from an early childhood dynamic of having to earn mom and dad's love, or perform our way into being lovable. Where when we were just ourselves and we had our guard down, something happened and we got punished. So we learned to kind of stiffen up a little bit and put on a front, put on a mask, put on a persona, and act like the good child that mommy and daddy wanted us to be. And so we would perform to be loved. And this follows you, man. This follows you all throughout your life until you turn around and face it. You're going to get followed by the dynamics that you're not facing. And the way to face it is to look right into its eyes, to turn around and look at it. It's not a game of performing to be loved. You want to know how to find the right person? Stop looking for them. Stop desperately longing and craving for the one. What you need to do to find the right person is to be you. I am under complete conviction that if you're single, you're meant to be single right now. And if you're in a relationship, you're meant to be in a relationship right now. if you're single and falling in love, that's meant to be. And if you're in a relationship that's falling apart, that's meant to be too. We're always right where we need to be. Our next step is always right where we are. We're never out of place. We're never missing the opportunity. And in order to find somebody that's a healthy vibrational match to you, you need to be you. I was just talking about this on my live stream last night of how the hell are you going to find somebody, not only romantic partner, but friends and anything. How are you going to find somebody that loves you for you if you're not being you? If you're showing up to the table altered, wearing a mask, acting some sort of way because you're trying to be what you think somebody wants you to be. Like, let's say you go out on a date and you're not being you, you're being what you think this stranger would want you to be. Now you're not being you. So now you're robbing yourself and them of knowing you. And imagine they're doing the same thing. Putting on an act. They're on their best behavior. They're on the mode of trying to earn the love and perform their way into approval. So now nobody's meeting anybody. What you're meeting is the ego's attempt to be approved of. And that is a version of ourself that is operating from a place of lack and scarcity and insecurity. And even if you're not aware of it, and even if the person you're on a date with is not aware of it, on a subconscious level, it's sensed. That's what creates the toxic dynamic. It becomes apparent on a subconscious vibrational level. We're not honoring ourselves here. I need you to approve of me in order for myself to feel honored. And they may feel the same way. When you go out seeking for the one, you don't find somebody who matches with the version of you that is content and fulfilled. What you find is somebody who's a vibrational match to the version of you that is seeking. And I'm not saying to not want a relationship. It's not the kind of thing where like water boils quicker if you don't look at it. That's not what I'm saying. You can want a relationship, but don't go out of your way trying to find it. It's like the growing of a flower, really. If you're just hovering over that flower, like, when is it going to sprout? You plant the flower, and then a few hours later you dig around to see if it's sprouted. You're going to kill the seed, man. And then when the flower starts growing and it starts to blossom, it takes a minute. It takes a minute. Nature is patient, and it's on its own time frame. But we can come up in our zeal and in our haste to get what we want, to get what we're so desperately craving, we'll pry that flower right open to see the beautiful colors inside of it and effectively kill it because we were so frothing at the mouth and so impatient for it to come about. So the name of the game when it comes to attracting a healthy partner is to be a healthy individual. And what a healthy individual is somebody who, no matter where they're at, they're content in their own skin. If you're single and you cultivate self-love and feeling happy in your own skin and enjoying yourself, you're going to go out and live your life. You're not going to lay in bed scrolling on Tinder. You're not going to go out to sleazy ass bars looking for people that are doing the same low vibrational thing you're doing. When you're content in your own skin, you're going to forget about the longing for the relationship. And you're going to go out and be you. And guess what? That's exactly where you're going to find them. That's exactly where and how you will find the one who's meant for you, is by being you. Let's say you like traveling. So you go out and you travel. You travel to a beautiful location. And boom, there it is. You meet the person who's at the same place, who likes doing what you do. Or let's say you like skiing. You meet the person at the slopes. Or you like hiking. Or you like whatever it is. When you be you, you like a certain band and you go to the concert and there they are. You meet people naturally and authentically. You literally do not have to try. Healthy relationships are characterized by allowance and surrender and letting go, not trying. Love is not something you try. And back to what I was talking about in the beginning, that is the defining characteristics of going after somebody who doesn't want you. Thinking, if I just double down on my love and my affection and my availability and being there and offering and fixing and never mind what I want, I'm going to do what they want because I need to get them to love me because I can't give myself that feeling. So I need to perform my way into getting them to give me the love that I can't give myself. When you do that, that's effort. That's exhausting. And I'll say it again, love is not exhausting. The conflict resolution game is not love. That's trauma bonding at its finest. There's a high in it. There's an emotional high. And it goes back to early childhood where we would sense tension. There'd be a conflict and we would act a certain way and then it would be resolved and we'd go, I feel so safe now. I feel chosen. And then that follows us. That follows us. Where we learn to silence ourselves. We learn to disregard our boundaries. Hell, the toxic relationship I was in over a year ago, I was out doing shit that I didn't want to do. Hanging out with people that I don't even like. Listening to music that I don't enjoy. Doing stupid shit. All because I want this person to choose me. The stuff that I allowed to happen, looking back on it, disgusts me now. And that's the transformation that hopefully this video is able to convey to you. Of getting it through your head, why do you want to be with somebody who's not choosing you? That's the most disgusting, unattractive thing somebody could do. I mean, disgusting is a heavy word, but definitely unattractive. If you're having a good time with somebody, you're vibing, you've gone on a few dates, you're hanging out, you're getting to know each other, the momentum's kind of getting going, and then all of a sudden they pull away. A lot of us think, I'm doing something wrong. I need to alter myself. I need to try harder. And so we double down. We come in harder. We start adjusting our behavior to play this maze out of how can I get them to come back. But you want to know something? You're not in control of them. And they're pulling away. That's what they're doing. They're not interested. Something's causing them to pull away. So you want to know the healthy way to respond to that is to see that somebody pulling away, if you're doing the work and you're living an aligned, healthy lifestyle, you can be confident that if somebody pulls away, it means they're not meant for you. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. The second you start thinking somebody pulling away means I'm not good enough and I need to try harder, you're getting into self-abandonment territory. So when somebody pulls away, you want to know how you respond to it? You match the energy. You don't play it. You don't play the chase. I'm telling you right now, there's a genuine, biological transformation that takes place when you start to see the pulling away as unattractive. Think about it. They don't want you the way you want them. That's unattractive. A lot of us, though, it makes us feel terribly insecure. Oh my God, they don't want me. It should be, wow, they don't want me. Okay, well, I don't want somebody who doesn't want me. But so many of us don't do this. myself included, in the past. Another completely pivotal realization I had was that you think about like being on a date with somebody. A lot of us spend our time up in our head going, am I attractive enough? Am I funny enough? Am I cool enough? Am I being too weird? Am I talking too much? Am I not talking enough? Am I listening? Am I good enough? Do they think I'm attractive? On and on and on and on and on. We're trying to match what we think they want us to be. But get this. Imagine showing up to the date with the energy and the curiosity of, are they attractive to me? Are they listening to what I'm saying? Do they have something to offer as well? How do they carry themselves? That is a completely different energy. Rather than going, why aren't you choosing me? Go, they're not choosing me. Why would you want that? I'm like, think about it. Really think about it. I know about attachment and I know about trauma bonding, but as somebody who's been through shitty relationships, I'll tell you right now, the most powerful transformations I've ever had in my life are in letting go of those horrible relationships. The reason I'm here right now in this moment is because I chose myself instead of a horrible partner. When you can make that energetic shift, that's not only when you'll begin to heal, but that's the most attractive thing you could do. You want to talk about, am I attractive enough? You want to know what's not attractive? Even to the toxic people that you're desperately wanting to come back? What's not attractive is being desperate for them to come back and trying to make them love you. If somebody pulls away and instead of chasing after them, you let them go, that's magnetic. That's attractive. This goes back to the working on yourself thing and investing in yourself. That's the most attractive thing you can do. And you want to know who it's attractive to? The person who's a positive vibrational match for you. But the only way that they're going to be able to even find you is if you're honoring yourself. There's a quote that says, your vibe attracts your tribe. So how are you going to find your tribe if you're not honoring your vibe? How are you going to find your partner, the one, if you're not being the one? That's huge too. Rather than trying to find the one, maybe you should try being the one, right? Think about it. You want somebody who has all these qualities and this and that and this and that. Well, who are you? What do you offer? What are you bringing to the table? What energy are you bringing? Are you bringing energy of desperation and lack and scarcity and insecurity? Or are you bringing energy of confidence and love and excitement and celebration? Think about it. What you want to bring to the table is fulfillment. And in order to bring fulfillment to the table, you need to be prioritizing yourself. I'm telling you right now, when you stop the clawing and the grasping, and you start just being you and getting down with where you're at in your life, and trusting God, trusting the universe, and divine timing, it never misses. You can't miss the one who's meant for you. That's another wild thing, is somebody who's like, oh my God, this person broke up with me and they discarded me and they're off with somebody else, but we're meant to be. They just don't know it. Bruh, if you were meant to be, you'd be. Let that land. Why do you want somebody who doesn't want you? Now, I understand that in the beginning of a relationship, there's this sort of energetic dance of attraction and mystery and tension and almost like nervousness of what does this mean? What are they doing? Do they want what I want? And all this stuff. But there comes a point where it goes from that to choosing to be together. You want to be together. Are you down? Because I'm down. Yeah, you want to do it? All right, let's go. That's commitment. That's commitment. And if the second if somebody's fascinated with you and interested with you and intrigued with you, and then you start kind of picking up on the vibe and getting interested in them, and then they want you, and then it gets to the point where you're like, I want you too, and then they pull away, let them go. Trust me. Don't even think twice about it. Let them go. Because they're addicted to the chase. They're not looking for a relationship. They're not looking for commitment. They're addicted to the emotional highs that come with the sort of limerence and the longing and the lust and the mystery and the, what's this mean? And then when you want them, they're gone. Because they don't want a relationship. They want the chase, right? It's kind of how it is with our goals and dreams and aspirations, where, like the example I often use is like I wrote a book. I published a book about a year ago. It's a really fun book, by the way. You can find the link in the description. But I spent like 2.5 years writing this book, and every single day was like striving, working, editing, revising, fixing, designing, stylizing, all of it. It was beautiful. And then when I published the book, within like 2 days, it was irrelevant. I was like, that's cool. I wrote a book. Cool. Now what? It's because we're addicted to the process. We're not ready to settle with the outcome. Right? Does that make sense? We want to chase somebody and have them chase us, but then when we both come to that moment where we're like, do you want to be together? It's like, no. Or if we do choose it on a whim, we start sabotaging it, because what we want is the mystery and the chase and the falling in love part, the getting to know part. We get stuck in a constant cycle of dating. Oh my God, and don't even get me started on getting into a relationship right after you've gotten out of a relationship. There's somebody I know, they're not my friend anymore, but they're like a distant person that I knew a time in the past. And they had a boyfriend, and then they had a kid together, and the kid's like 3 years old, and then they were like together and then not together. Like this girl and her boyfriend would break up and then come back together, and then break up and then come back together. And this, of course, she was obviously like sharing all of it on Facebook. He's such a piece of shit. He does this, he does that. And then a week later, he's such a hardworking man. I love him. We'll be together forever. Thank you so much. You're such a rock in my life. On and on. And it would be this breaking up, coming back together. Breaking up, coming back together. Toxic as hell. It was kind of entertaining to see it all going down. I mean, as sad as it is, it's also entertaining in a way. To be like, wow. And then guess what? A couple months ago, they broke up. And they broke up for good, maybe, potentially, I don't know. You never know with people like this. And guess what? This girl that I know was in another relationship with somebody literally within like 3 days. That ain't love, bruh. That is not love. That is embarrassing, is what it is. Like, that is a sorry excuse of love. That is desperation. That is emptiness. That is violent, visceral insecurity, screaming to have the void filled. And guess what else? She's with this new person, and she's still talking about her ex on Facebook. My ex this, my ex that, if your ex did this, all these posts. Imagine your boyfriend or your girlfriend is still talking shit about their ex on social media every day. I don't know about you, but that would be like a absolute non-negotiable deal breaker. It's like you're not even over them yet. Why are you with somebody? Why are you with me and you're not even over your ex? We don't know how to heal. We don't know how to take 10. It's wild. So to wrap this up, I'm going to take it back to the question I asked you in the beginning. If you're desperately waiting for that problematic, the person you know is problematic, to come back into your life and to choose you again, and if you're thinking about reaching out to them and apologizing for all the shit you don't need to apologize about, and you're just waiting to make amends with this problematic person, I want you to ask yourself, why do I want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me? Really let that question marinate within your soul and psyche, because it'll change your life and it will completely change the trajectory of your relationships and the way that you view yourself. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. And whether you watch my videos or you're new here, I do want to offer that right now I'm offering completely free discovery calls where if you have something going on in your life, whether it's like a relationship or if you watch my videos and it's something spiritually related or just something you've got going on in your life and you want to talk to me personally about it, I'm offering free calls right now. You can find it, it's a pinned comment in the comment section below or just in my links in this video where it says book a free call with me, and we'll get together on a date that you choose and we'll sit down and we'll talk, we'll get to know each other, we'll see what's going on, and we'll see if it would be in both our best interest to work together in the future. So I thought I would offer that to you. I really hope to see you there. It's my passion, and what I love to do is to work with you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.